What is up, YouTube? Today we're taking a look at some playbooks. If you guys want a specific playbook, well, let me know in the comment section which ones you guys want me to just go through. But anyways, the ones I want to check out are first the Panthers, because this is what I was using in the beta. I'm curious if they've really changed. So we come out, they got a couple different bunch. Okay, they got bunch, open, offset, where it's pretty obvious what this one's gonna look like. Bunch, offset, similar to this one, except the tight end's not lined up on this one. The tight end is lined up on that one. Bunch, HB, strong. So Panthers, huge overhaul, and this looks like this is going to be hellacious to deal with. I'm kind of curious if Z-spot, this little Z route, if it's back, if it's just as good as it was, and I wonder if this wide trail is just as good as it was. I don't know. We're gonna be finding some super glitchy stuff out of this. And so this is huddle.gg. If you guys didn't know what huddle.gg is, it's essentially playbook.gg. They just basically, as far as I know, did a rehaul of everything and changed their name to huddle.gg. So you guys can check this out. It will be in the description. Huddle.gg. You can go game plans, playbook database. This is what we're going to be using. So gun, HB, strong, that's new. Bunch, offset, you guys will see what it looks like. It looks like gun bunch for the most part. Maybe I'm getting confused in the formations, but anyways, curl flat, really solid cover 2 beater. It's probably going to be pretty good this year. PA dig fort, well, this should look fairly similar to deep corner. Aside from that, this is a fairly basic gun bunch. One thing to note, that they do have mesh post. Pretty freaking huge, if I'm being completely honest. This is a really good play this year, and it's going to be a good play next year. This doubles post looks interesting. You got a wheel route post, like almost like a crossing route, then a post. It looks like the PA post. I can't remember whatever it's called. It used to be called, I think it's called PA post, out of the gun bunch West Coast. So, I mean, a couple different infantry formations. This one might be good in the red zone, depending if this little flat route with wheel route works still with cover 3 and all this other stuff. We don't really know about that. I have to get in the lab for that one. Z-spot, if this is a post route and not a slant, this might be really tough to stop, because you have a corner, drag, backside post. If this is like Pat Cell, again, we don't know how deep these really run. Can't really judge that all too much, but really nice layout. Then you can see all playbooks with gun bunch offset. You can jump between all of these different playbooks to see like what they do have, what they don't have. Outside zone was really good against 146. It's usually good against nickel packages, dime packages, quarter packages, etc. So now bunch, open, offset. So this was kind of the one I was talking about. This one, it can be good, but flood is really the only play you're going to be working with. Wide trail maybe, but really these two, and maybe some screens. I already made a video on these two screens. These are both pretty good. It's a matter of reading the defense. If fake screen wheel is any good like it was a couple years ago, it may be back, but really you're going to be looking at flood and wide trail. The game, I'm going to be completely honest, I've already talked about this. Passing, as far as route combos, hasn't changed a whole lot, which is kind of disappointing. But obviously, the one-play touchdowns and all that, that's going to be fairly new. So, Panthers, huge overall. They even have two different spread formations. You guys will notice, look, there is no heavy Panther. That is completely gone, and that is because the new coaches hired onto the team. They've pretty much redone the entire playbook. Spread, I'm kind of curious what these two spread formations look like. So spread flex, gun spread flex. Spread, usually it's spread. I'm going to just get this out there. If you guys are wanting a really good offense to run, spread's going to be the move. I'm going to check out Tampa Bay right after this one. I'm curious what their spread looks like. But this doesn't look too bad. Smash corners, really good quick snap play. Wide corner, depending again on how these deep zones play. From what I remember in the beta, they essentially play the same as they usually do. These kind of post routes generally get underneath thirds, quarters, halves. So be on the lookout for this wide corner. You could even, I'm just looking at this right now, drag. I don't know how you do that. Maybe out route or flat route, whatever. Drag, motion over, double posts. I don't know. There could be a lot of different things there too. Or maybe route swapping. We're going to have to keep that in mind. So lots of different things you can look right here. Jet touch pass. If they did not nerf that, it would be good against certain formations if they like to send the house. Maybe audible to jet touch pass. So anyways, moving on to spread HB weak. I'm curious about this one. C routes, unless they've made them good again, they have sucked for a few years now. Really, there doesn't look like a whole lot in this. Maybe smash corner might be good. PA read, this post route might be good if you motion over that guy, drag, streak, and hitch. I don't actually know what you can do with this particularly without actually spending time with it. But inside zone is usually a good run. You're usually safe to it. Cake read option. Interesting. So it's almost like a power run, but you could just run it with a QB. This could be fun to check out. Lots of interesting things. HP counter hasn't been good. HP base. We don't really know about runs. Like draw used to be really tough to stop. Counters used to be good. Bases used to be good. When Nickel Blitz 2 was a thing, it used to be pretty good to run against. Inside zone's always been pretty much guaranteed good inside or good run to begin with. So spread HB weak, not too bad, not too bad. Tight slots. These are just formations I've used previously. I'm just curious to see if anything else has changed. Doesn't really look like it. This wide receiver sticking out. Nah. That doesn't look like very promising. Maybe for short yards, it might be one of those plays you can go to. I don't know. Mesh, if you can have a wide receiver apprentice, maybe slot apprentices might work on this if they have it. Put him on a post. This play's actually going to be pretty tough. You could even put this tight end. I'm assuming this is the tight end right here. On a post, motion out route, and essentially have like a mesh post, but a more compressed set. Let's check out. Let's see what they've got for bunch base. I'm assuming it's like single back bunch. Yeah, it's single back bunch is what it is. Just a different name for it. Again, Z spot. If this Z route is back, then it might be pretty good. But they probably didn't bring it back because it was so OP. Wing tight U. This is what Zan was running. I'm sure he's excited about it. Yeah, it hasn't changed. No change there. Weak close flex. This is from the West Coast, or not West, I believe West Coast. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not thinking Oakland, actually. Take that back. I'm thinking Oakland. Mesh, again, double drags are going to be good this year because the user is so underpowered. HB dive, like running, I think is going to be good because you can basically swerve out the user. I don't know what's like on offense running. I really didn't run a whole lot. But that's Panthers. The next one I want to check out, and again, you guys have to tell me in the comment section what you guys want me to specifically look at. I want to check out the Vikings, more specifically the Vikings spread, if it got changed, if it got removed. Oh, looks like I got a message about a bolt my dad wants to buy for his rifle. So spread, here we go. Spread, their spread is decent. Let's see. I have done a couple videos on that. Looks like Buck's corner is gone. And that Bucks corner was like part of their bread and butter. Interesting. Deep attack. You can drag, and depending on what this kind of, like this looks like a Madden 20 fade. This looks like a Madden 19, Madden 18 fade. This might be a good cover 2 beater. Depending on how close this guy is to the offensive line. Again, this is kind of rough idea. But what you may be able to do is, again, depending on how the zones are set, hitch, block, and just beat cover 2 all day with this. I don't know. There's a lot of things we don't really know yet. So spread looks like has been nerfed as far as Vikings. You know, I'm thinking, why am I going to Vikings? What the fluff? I need to go to Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't think Vikings have ever had spread. Maybe they have. I really haven't spent a lot of time. So spread. Let's go into their spread. Bucks corner. Bucks post. Bucks flood. This might be pretty good. This post route, again, deep posts are generally pretty tough to stop. Yeah, it's gone. Oh, no, here it is. Bucks corner. This play alone is really hard to stop. Usually what I like to do is I'll just run the stock. Maybe streak this guy instead and hitch instead. So he'll pull down the flats. He'll pull down vert hooks. So I can get this over the top. But it's going to change, obviously, in 921 with drop depths. Quick slot out. Good quick snap play against cover 2. You can actually just do one simple change, wheel route, and that's it. And then snap the ball. Smash digs. I didn't really use this a whole lot. It might be good this year if you streak this guy and have a high-low read. What you could potentially do right here is streak, motion over, drag, and then block your running back. There's no reason to have 2 flats going on the same side. And then just force the user. This year, I think it's going to be a lot more effective to hold the user's, essentially hold the user's hand and make sure he commits to one thing. But yeah, this spread, it's good. It's been good for a while. There's a lot of things you can do with it. There's something you got to be aware of with blitzing. It hasn't been good in the past for blocking, especially as you get later into the year. So right here, again, you guys can see what's available, what playbooks it's in, bounce run shoot. I mean, there's a lot of different spreads, but obviously some spreads are better than others. Tampa Bay is usually pretty good. let's go check out Oakland. I know you guys are probably curious about Oakland. I'll just do it for you. So Raiders. They have not changed. You guys are going to notice ace, bunch, deuce close, doubles off close, wide tight off, wing flex close, wing pair, slot, tight, wing tight U, wide trips. None of that's changed. Close, you can see right here. Slot close. I think that's what I'm thinking of, right? Where it's really close. Yeah, we're close together. I think it's called something else. But yeah, so now we go strong. You guys can see right here. Nothing's changed. We go into bunch. I'm actually curious if they've added any plays to their bunch. I don't think so. Nope, there's nothing changed about that. This is good cover 4 beater. Let's go bunch quads. Bunch quads. Is it empty? Yeah, nothing new there. Bunch tight end. I doubt they've changed that. Bunch tight end is probably going to be pretty good because you get, especially this year. I'm telling you guys right now, you have to believe me on this one. High-low reads are going to be so hard to stop unless you have drop depth set correctly and you have a user fully committed. It is going to be stupidly tough to be able to guard. So you can see all the different playbooks. Some of these playbooks might have more. Power run is a new playbook. That's new. I'm gonna check that out real fast. We'll be back to this one. We'll be back to this one in a different video. I'm checking that out later. So let's go back to Raiders. One thing I am keeping an eye on, and I've been trying. Where is it? Trips tight end. Nothing has changed. It's all the same thing. Inside cross. This post might be better than it has been. X spot, PA counter go. I mean, all these PA slot corner, etc. Verticals is always a tough one to stop. It may seem silly, but it is. Curl flats, pretty good play as well. Double sell in. This corner, it used to be really, really good. Looks like they may have changed the depth on this corner out. I'm curious with verticals. They may have changed this corner out because this corner gets over curl flats, but not cloud flats. So just a couple things to keep in mind. We're going to go check out, where did it go to? Where are you at? We're going to bunch tight end. We're going to go into power run. I want to just check this entire playbook out. So power run, gun trio, maybe it is. I don't recall ever seeing this. Maybe it's just a different name for run heavy. It's probably run heavy. I don't know. No clue. But ace, a slot, bunch, east. This is different. PA flood might be pretty tough. Verticals X cross might be pretty tough, depending on how these wheel routes play. If wheel routes still beat man coverage, this might be a pretty good play if you can put that gun up. Depending on how deep this crosser goes. Again, you really don't know what this is going to play out like because you're only seeing the play art. You aren't actually able to see how it plays on the field. Full house, this is a pistol, I believe. Maybe it's under center. No, okay, I think pistol full house. Full house used to be really good. It hasn't been good for a while, and it doesn't look like it is. Again, this is just based off of previous years. One thing I'll be curious about, they don't have iForm. Okay, iForm tie. I'm surprised by that. But one thing I'll be curious about, and you guys can let me know what formations are going to be good. I've heard spread's going to be good. I've heard bunch is going to be really good. I've heard trips is going to be good. A lot of these older formations, like trip side end, really wasn't super popular this year. I mean, yeah, people like fancy. That's just a god at it. But I've heard that trips is going to be pretty good. And it was really good a couple years ago. So all these old formations, I feel like are going to be making a comeback. Some of these things that you don't see all too often. But again, if you guys want me to go over any kind of playbooks in specific, if you want to check it out, it's huddle.gg. You can see right here. I'll just put this huddle.gg in the description. One final thing. My old playbook. 4-6, bear under. They still got the blitz. I know what blitz I'm going to. I know if they have not changed it, I still know how to set this blitz up and scream at you. And it still works. So don't touch it. Don't expose it. Otherwise, I'll be pissed. So, as far as 4-6, yeah. 3-4 bear is good. Is this, I'm assuming 3-5 normal? It just says 3-5. Interesting. Yeah, this hasn't changed at all. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. I might actually be going into the 4-6 defense and learning a little bit about this 3-4 bear. If you can stop the run out of it, that's gonna be the tricky part. Nickel normal, I'm just trying to get comfortable with. I haven't ran nickel normal all year long, so I'm having to relearn it. Dollar, if dollar is still good, shed defense. I mean, there's just lots of things you can consider, lots of things you can start studying right now to get you ready for Madden 21. Trust me, you guys will want to take your time, go through all these playbooks, write any kind of stock plays that you see down and what playbook it is, because it's going to be helpful, because then you don't have to go playbook. You don't have to go through every single one of them. You can just go straight to the playbook you want, practice the exact play you want in the formation you want, and start getting used to it. As far as alternate, I doubt many of these have changed. They usually don't. Cover 2, what the heck? Oh, nobody runs this. West Coast is the only one that I'd be curious about. Yeah, no. Think about spread. Ooh, that might be pretty good. That's a pretty good post. I don't know. Things to chop out. Things to check out. iPhone tight. So I mean, all in all, near close flex. Yeah, this hasn't changed at all. Gun bunch. I doubt this has changed. If it has, I'd be extremely surprised. Yeah, this hasn't changed. Wide receiver post, depending on this post out, they might have nerfed that actually. They might have just destroyed this post route. I don't know. We'll have to check that out when the game drops. So, anyways, again, let me know what you guys want me to check out specifically. Again, huddle.gg. You guys can go check out all these different playbooks. There's tons of them. Next thing I'll be checking out right after this video is defense. Actually, you know what? Let's do it. Let's go ahead and jump into it right now. Just giving you guys a word. Dolphins. Are they 3-4? They are 3-4 Cub. That's like a sugar, isn't it? 3-4 Cub. Interesting. So they still have 3-4 odd. 4-3-6-1. Okay, so this is like a goal line kind of look. This is what you get out of this. So they are now 2-4-5. Okay, so I probably won't be able to use that because I'm not comfortable with that whatsoever. Yeah, so it looks like we are gone from the Dolphins. Interesting. So you guys can check this all out. Take your time, please. It's gonna be extremely helpful. And if you guys have any questions, maybe a playbook you specifically want me to review right now, please feel free to let me know in the comment section. But this is our first look at playbooks, so we can actually finally get into the lab, start writing stuff down. So again, the biggest recommendation I have for you guys, you need to be spending time on this. If you are seriously considering playing competitively, this is a gold mine, literal gold mine. Now, given you can't practice Madden 21 right now, but you can get, you can get onto Madden 20, and some of these concepts that are in these playbooks currently, you can start practicing right now. Now that, like Panthers, there are current playbooks that have these formations. They may not have all the plays, but it's certainly something worth checking out. So anyways, if you want a specific playbook, let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you're new, and until next time, guys, start checking this out. This has been T Meister. See ya.